Chapter 16. The Renewal of Promise. I decided to fulfill the promise made to Ahmad John at any cost. It was only possible if I saved my dreams from the winds of grief. So, once more, I buried my pain and sadness deep in my heart and started working to complete the documentation process. I had to begin looking for a sponsor. My chances were not good. I knew no one who would take the risk for me again. The only problem was my previous experience. I did not want to share my efforts with anyone this time, keeping in mind the mockery that I had faced during the many tries previously. But for this task, I had to make someone my confidant. After trying for a couple of days, I decided to contact my cousin, Majid, who lived in the U.S. He had already sent me the sponsorship letter once. I also told him that the situation was different now because I had won the lottery visa. He promised to help me with secrecy. It took 2 more weeks to prepare the documents. As soon as I received the documents, I sent them to the address given to me in the letter. I did all of this in a way that no one from my family had any inkling as to what was going on. 8 more months passed. One fine day, the postman brought me one more letter. The letter stated that I had to go through a medical test, and then I had to appear for the interview. The given date fell on Eid Day, hence I was in a fix, as it was not easy to go out on Eid Day without telling the inhabitants. I cursed the people working in the embassy as they had chosen such a wrong day for the interview. Days kept passing at the same speed, as if the sun and the moon had no idea of the turmoil that was going on inside of me. I did not know how to get the interview without anybody doubting me. My heart felt extremely heavy. I had decided to talk to the human's best friend and confidant, our Creator. "Oh Lord, you are the best problem solver. We don't have the vision to see what you can. Help me out to fix this. I don't want to reveal this to anyone. Help me keep it that way." I whimpered as a stream of tears left my eyes. After offering prayers, I entered the house, wondering what to do next, when Baya called me. "Salman, Nadim came to meet you." Where did he come from? I was surprised to find out about him. Of course, from his home only. Baya looked at me in shock. I meant that Nadim was going to attend his cousin's wedding in Azad, Kashmir. He told me that he would spend time there. How could he have come early after he arrived? I clarified. Yes, he told me. He came to meet you as soon as he arrived. He told me to ask you to go visit him, Baya informed me. Yes, Baya. I stood up. My heart blossomed at the name of Nadim being back in town. I got ready and immediately left to meet him. "I have been waiting for you since this morning." Nadim seemed a little angry. I hugged him warmly. "Value us. Only the people of Karachi can bear your presence and lame jokes." I chided him in return. "It's not like that, Mr. America," Nadim frowned. "The proof is your early arrival back in Karachi, my dear. Kashmir kicked you out?" I joked. My dear friend, Kashmir loved me very much, but it was my stomach that didn't love Kashmir back. Therefore, I decided to end this one-sided love story and come back, he said. "That means the fool comes back home?" I punched him in the stomach. He pretended to be badly hurt. We laughed together for a long time. "What is the update, friend?" Nadim asked. "I have many updates, dear," I replied. Nadim's eyes widened. He faced me, encouraging me to begin the newscasting. "I need your help, Nadim." I could see an opportunity. I told him everything. He kept nodding as he listened. Finally, he agreed to help me. "All you have to do is to ask my family to take me with you to Islamabad. Will you do that?" I asked him. "Don't worry, we will take you there," he smiled. After a very long time, I slept soundly that afternoon. In the evening, Nadim came to our home. He went to Baya's room, and only he knew what he said to Baya that made him readily agree. I packed my bag with some clothes, medical reports, passport, and other necessary documents. While leaving the house, Musa Baya gave me some amount, which I kept for me for difficult times. No idea how Musa Baya always found out without telling him that I needed money. We left that day. We reached Islamabad the next day. The journey was extremely taxing and long. We had booked a hotel room, so we immediately checked in. The interview at the consulate was on the next day, so we had one day to rest and prepare. I thought of preparing the necessary documents file beforehand so that the next day we wouldn't have to worry about anything. Therefore, I opened my bag and started piling up everything together. Once everything was out, I started checking. I could not see my passport. I checked my bag thrice, and my mind started to whistle as I had forgotten my passport. My mind had frozen. My ill fate was following me everywhere. Till noon, my entire body was burning with a fever due to the stress of the forthcoming. Nadim was also extremely tense because of my condition.